Hello and welcome back to the show, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be checking out car hire. Now, not exactly just car hire, we're going to be using brokers, car brokers or car agents or whatever you want to call them. These are firms that offer you all different car hire firms in one row and try and find the cheapest price possible. Now, there are some pitfalls to this, and we're going to be looking into that as well today, and it's all about reading the small print. Now, we're going to be asking the big questions about this. We're going to be investigating it, and we're going to try and find out, is it worth renting the cheapest possible car using a car broker on the internet? So let's get into it. We're on our way to the airport because I'm heading back to England. So I thought today we'll do a video on flying back to England and trying to find the cheapest rental you possibly can from Stansted Airport. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the road now. We're on our way to Stansted and we're going to try and sort out the cheapest possible car for sale from all of these different car hire agencies, and we'll see what we get. All right, so I'll meet you there. So after you get off the shuttle bus, you get to the destination of where your car hire is, and today I've chosen Green Motion. So we're going to check out Green Motion and see what we can get. Right, I've already hired the car online. It was the cheapest car they had. So one thing about hiring cars is if they don't have the car that you hired, they're going to give you something else. So I hired a Fiat 500. That was like the cheapest car for 2 days. It worked out to be around 600, 700 crowns, but we'll see what we get, and then yeah, I'll report back to you. So when you do get to Green Motion, you get this little device. I think it flashes when it's your turn in the queue, but also it gives you a QR code where you can scan in, and when you scan that code, it takes you to a page where you can fill in all your details. I think it's just like to fast track you through the system, so they don't have to write everything in. It's going to ask you your passport number, your name, address, and your driving license number and things like that. So if you do that here, hopefully it'll take a lot less time when you get in, but we'll find out when we get in the door. Right, just so you know, I'm just filming myself here because I'm doing a little video on renting cars and stuff like that, but the camera's on me, not you, just so you know that.
Yeah, I don't get permission to film me.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to film me.
I'd look my best if I'd known.
I filled in all the details on the...
Lovely, I'll have a look for you now.
Listen, I didn't take out the insurance on the car on the internet because I know that's a scam, yeah? So I want to do it now, if that's
okay,
all right.
I'll go through all the details with you. Can I just take your passport and driving licence first?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is it allowed that people can book insurance on the internet and it doesn't work when you get to these places?
A lot of people book with brokers. When you
Yeah, I know,
Google,
but it never works. But why is that allowed? How is it allowed to happen? Because it's not just you guys, all of them do it. Do you know if you go through like rent a car or
Yeah, exactly. So they sell you their own insurance. It's a claim back insurance. So you can use it.
but
Just you have to pay the excess.
it's misleading though, isn't it? Because it makes you feel like you've done it, and then you come here and you're like, no.
Of course, yeah, it's third party.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people put through brokers and don't actually use the proper ones themselves.
To clarify my argument, when you rent a car using a booking broker, they're going to offer you insurance for the car for the duration of the time you're booking it out. Now, the problem comes when you get to the car hire service where you've chosen using the booking service and they will not recognize that insurance, which means you'll end up having to pay that insurance twice. So my recommendations is always read the small text and do not take that insurance offer because you can always pay it when you get to the car service.
Okay, have you been here before?
No, not to this one. I'll sort of go around and all of them, see how good you are.
May you put on there for me your address?
Right, I've already written it down.
Yes, it's not come through. When did you do the pre-reg?
I did it on this thing now, and I did it on the internet yesterday.
Yeah, it takes up to 24 hours to come through.
Right.
So I need your address, your telephone number. While you do that, I'm going to create the driver's profile for you,
Okay.
Yeah, it takes 24 hours, so it's not come through yet, so I'm having to read it.
All right. So when I did it on there, did you not get all that information?
It takes up to 24 hours.
All right. So all right. Then. What's the point of doing it?
Coming to sleep on that.
I'm from the UK, but I live in Sweden now. So that actually had my UK number on it as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We don't need to check it. And your credit card there for me. Yeah. This is a debit. Do you not have a credit card? So debit card is your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. A credit card is money.
Yeah, but that's the same. It's the same thing.
So yeah, it's just a debit card, MasterCard. So this is your money, not the bank's money.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
So why do you want the bank's money?
Because you have an excess. I'm going to go through it with you.
Alright.
You want it to know all the information, yeah?
Oh yeah.
So currently you have an excess of £1,205.
Right. That's without the insurance, yeah.
That's without the insurance.
If you take the insurance,
But we would ask for this on a credit card. The reason we don't block this on a debit is because it can take up to 5 weeks for it to be returned to
Alright.
you.
the thing is,
So,
I thought if you took out the insurance, you wouldn't need to do that.
yeah, that's fine. But I have to get authorization because this is a debit card. I'm not allowed to authorize them.
Right.
We have to ask our managers. So
How much is the?
I'm going to go through that now with you. So it's £39 a day.
Yeah.
You're here for 2 days.
Yeah.
So you'd pay £78.
Yeah.
And this would give you full cover.
Yeah.
And it would eliminate this excess.
Yeah.
So you'd have zero liability.
Exactly.
But there would be a small holding deposit of 125, which is for speeding fines and parking tickets. So did you say you're going to the congestion charge as well?
I will be going into London. Is that? And I know they've got this Uber's
so-
charge
yeah,
as well.
that's all okay.
Is that compliant?
They're new cards, so
All
they're
right.
compliant. Do you have a return flight number at all for me?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So the actual insurance worked out to be more than what the car I paid for the car, literally, for the 2 days.
So, yeah, no, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
But you've got to think the damage is quite expensive too.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just a lot of people do it through that booking.com and then they pay even more than that and then they come in and they have to pay it all again, you know? Or,
The reason being is a lot of people don't read the terms and conditions there.
yeah,
So it tells you need a credit card,
alright.
and then people come here and they're shocked when people tell them so.
Okay. This is the receipt for the...
There's £78. The other
Yeah.
one is just a block,
Sure.
so it's just sitting there, but it's all
Alright.
listed on the agreement
Alright.
anyway. Any accidents or convictions in the last 5 years?
No.
Any police pending prosecutions?
No.
Any medical issues?
No,
And have you ever been declined insurance?
never.
Perfect, thank you.
Because where did I rent the last time? I rented with, I think it was Hertz, yeah?
Yeah.
And I used the same card, and it was not a problem. There was no issue with it. And I actually, because of this Dartford thing, they actually took money from my card.
Yeah, every company is different, so they
Okay.
all have their own terms and conditions, and that's where on the vouchers that you book with, it'll then tell you somewhere in your small print to refer to the car hires. No two places are the same, unfortunately.
Nah, that's why I'm making a video. It's just to help people out, like, you know, when they come here and stuff. It's like, because it can be complicated, and yeah, a lot of people fall foul for this double insurance thing. And you know, I remember when it happened to me the first time, like, it was really, really upsetting, you know.
Yeah, because that's how, you know, they advertise it,
Yeah.
but then they send, so you buy it before they send you your terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I understand it that way.
Yeah. But I also think that you guys should stop them from doing it, because
We can't stop them, they're their own companies.
because how many customers a day come in here with that problem, that issue? It's got to be a high percentage.
We don't have a lot, to be honest. It's very rare. The very rare people that come in here are the people who haven't read anything,
Right.
or they haven't understood it. So
Right.
they think that because they bought the insurance, yeah, they don't have to leave in excess.
Right. I can tell you that every time I come into one of these places, I'll meet somebody who's had that issue. And the guy who was here, sitting here before me, he had that very issue.
So what was his issue then? Did
His
he say
issue
his
was
card
that he
declined?
paid it on the insurance online.
It's not true.
Online.
His card declined.
Yeah, but can I understand? Can I explain what
yeah.
he paid the insurance? What he believed the full insurance cover
Yeah.
online. He came here, believing that he didn't need to have that
Yeah,
money in
didn't
his
even
car.
even because he never read his voucher. I had
Yeah,
to point it out.
but this is what I mean. It's
No,
misleading.
people need to read it, don't they?
Yeah, but
If
it's
you're hiring a car of such value, why would you not read the voucher and the terms and conditions? I don't understand that myself.
it's misleading. That's why it really is misleading. It says that you're paying for full insurance and you're not.
Well, it depends. Some of them are for insurance, so that they don't. Some are.
I've
some
yet to
aren't.
meet him.
So,
So in the end, we ended up with a Toyota Ayo, and the cost of that car was, well, if I compare it with 3 months ago when I rented a car from Hertz, it was more expensive. So we tried to find the cheapest, but we ended up paying more in the long run anyway. And the car I got from Hertz was a mid-size saloon. It was a Peugeot 3008. Really nice car, really comfortable. It was cheaper in every way and unlimited miles as well. And there was no hassles with credit cards or anything like that. And everything else was cheaper. So my advice to you would be, if you're going to use the booking agents or the booking agencies for these car rentals, use them as a reference and then go directly to the company car hire site and book everything through them. And then you know when you've got the insurance and everything booked, that's all you're going to pay. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, and we'll see you all again soon for some more Cars of Sweden Live.